finding out that they were even able to have sexual relations in a nursing home is with our grandmother.
Big Mama?
Yeah, but not that her do. I was at work with her. I was at work with her, and we were.
She was at work, and
she was at work, and I was with her.
Oh, okay.
And we was just going around, like, 'cause I could go and visit the residents and stuff. And, you knock on the door.
You wasn't working.
No, I wasn't.
You was small. Yeah. I'm just putting stuff together. Okay, I'm getting.
I was small now. And we knocked on the door. She knocked on the door. You supposed to like wait till they say enter, but after a couple of knocks, you have to enter to make sure that they're okay.
Yeah.
And there they go, some people in action. I was like, what?
Oh.
And she just back and shut the door. So I was like, hey, Mama, you're not gonna
stop them. Yeah.
She said no, they have they right. They in that room. That's them. They go together. They consenting adults.
Wow.
And that's it. And move forward. I was like, oh, okay.
Rock with me, but they coming over to plot on me. But there's no way that you stop and reap. I'm so DSB, it's a part of me. I'm so DSB that I won't stop believing. I'm so DSB, I won't stop believing. I'm so DSB, I won't stop believing.
All right. How everybody doing? We're here for another episode of the Don't Stop Believing show. And this is a special episode. I'm going to just say this is an episode that I'm with the ladies of my life. I got my big sister in the building, Michelle Williams, my wife, Keosha Harris, and my beautiful mother, Sandra Keggins. And today we're going to, I'm going to just talk about topics today with them, discuss things with them, see how they feel about stuff, and also end it with an interview with my mom. Hey, Mom, how you doing?
All right. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How was your day today?
It was a slow day today, which is wonderful.
Okay, put the mic a little bit more to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Say it again.
I said it was a wonderful day today. It was slow and wonderful.
Okay. That's all right. How was your day today, Kels?
I finished my hair, so
Finished
that's all
doing
I was
your hair.
trying to do.
Okay. How was your day, sis?
My day was good. I actually got some rest, and it was very productive today.
Okay, that's good. It's always good catching up on some rest. Yeah. We're going to talk about some topics today. First topic we want to go into is the coronavirus, which is, the news is out that it's a deadly virus out called the coronavirus, and I don't know about y'all, but it's scaring me a little bit, because it started in China, and I don't know if it was man-made. The rumors are that I was listening to a podcast, and it's a guy, he's married to a woman from China, an Asian woman, and she knows a lot about these things, but the word is that it was kind of man-made, like they study chemicals and they do different things. I don't know if it was for warfare or if it was for. Okay, this is the rumor. China has a big stereotype or whatever that they eat cats and dogs or whatever. The word is that they study these viruses on the animals, and this specific, just say if they tried it on these specific animals, just say cats, they didn't destroy the cats like they're supposed to. They sold them in a black market, like how they do, sell animals in the black market to be sold to be eaten, and they think that it was consumed by humans, ate the virus, and that's how it's spreading now. What do y'all think about that? What you think about that, Mom?
I think it's very well possible. As you know, people in other countries, they eat what is a delicacy to them is not. I mean, that's foreign to us. So very foreign. Specifically, domesticated animals.
Yeah.
A cat and a dog. Yeah, we wouldn't eat that.
Yeah, we wouldn't consume that, but that's something that they actually skin down and clean and
Yes.
cook.
Yes, I know. And that is.
And then and they said that it's possible that those animals that they tested on got sold in the black market and got human ate it, and then that's all it took for that one human to spread it. And the guy was saying, just say that they saying it's 82,000 cases and only like 20,000 people died in China. Well, they say in China they like to downsize the actual number of the people that died. So they say, just say if it's 82,000 cases of people who have it, really it's like 500,000 people got it. And the reason why they downsize the number like that is because they don't want Americans to panic. They don't want us to panic because we do business with them. And if they know how much it really is, if we know how much it really is, then we ain't gonna want to do the business.
Right.
Even though right now we still scared. But if we found out 80,000 versus 500,000, closer to 1 million people that got it, then that they think United States will basically stop doing business with them, which that's what's happening now because a lot of people in China ain't even working because of the situation, because of the coronavirus. A lot of China, how they say that they overwork them or they work them and don't get paid a lot. They make the iPhones, they make our shoes, they make a lot of clothes, they make a lot of stuff for us. And right now they aren't working. They're not making nothing. Everything is shut down. They can't even leave their houses. So I say in about I don't know how long it'll take, but it's gonna hit us, pretty soon. If this continues to happen.
Yeah, it is. I think it's already hitting some places. I was looking at something on the news the other day to where a lady was talking about how it was affecting her business right here in Central Texas. So, yeah, it's going to hit us.
How is it affecting her?
She has not been getting, she's like a formal dress, she has a formal dress shop.
Mm-hmm.
She said, and I guess a lot of her dresses are made over there. Material. Yeah, the material, the actual dress. They make the dress there. The dress is there and they ship them here. Well, she hadn't been getting her supplies like she usually would. So, yeah.
Shipments are getting backed up.
Yeah.
So, because no one is working, so, yeah.
Yeah, that's I don't know, man. That's kind of
I
scary.
think it's just the tip of the iceberg right now. That's what I think. And I think it's going to come down the pipe. And I think that a lot of people, need to be aware. Even if, I'm going to add this to the whole scenario.
Mm-hmm.
That, just say like on my job where I work, you have people that literally come in sometimes, or there has been some instances where they have come in, they're coughing, have a sore throat, have a temperature, and I'm looking like, why are you at work?
Mm-hmm.
If you have these symptoms, these signs and symptoms, specifically at this point in time, you need to stay at home. It doesn't matter if you're at the nursing home, at a daycare center, at a shopping center,
wherever you work.
Wherever you work, if you have symptoms, specifically you're running a temperature, you're doing all that coughing and all that harking, and you know that you feeling that bad yourself, you need to stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
And at the very, very least, wear a mask, and wash your hands before you go from point A to point B, whatever you're doing. Don't, cough in your arm.
Yeah.
Don't use these tissues and stuff, and wash your hands. And that's for everyone. Everyone needs to wash their hands. I preach this 24/7. Wash your hands for 20 seconds. And you need to wash up above your wrist.
Yeah.
And make sure you get between your fingers and your nails.
Yeah.
And then when you rinse, you hold your hands downward in the sink and rinse from your wrist down and let the dirt and flow in the sink.
Down, yeah.
And from that point, you dry your hands, and then you throw that tissue or that paper towel away.
Mm-hmm.
And it's best to use paper towel. And then you get a dry paper towel and turn off the sink. You use a dry paper towel to open doors and stuff.
Yeah.
That's just one way to kind of keep it down. But specifically wash your hands.
Okay. That's some good info right there. Yeah, my mom is a RN, right? Registered nurse, or you a LVN? What is the LVN stand for?
Licensed vocational nurse.
Okay, yeah. So she knows what she's talking about. The like what's the stuff called? The stuff that kills the germs, the germ X stuff or whatever. The jail germs. Do that stuff really work to keep it on you? And does it really?
I don't know how it will work against coronaviruses or whatever, but for sure, it's good to keep some on you. And when you can't get to soap and water, you use that. But if you see any visible dirt or anything visible on your hands, that is not healthy.
It's best to go get the soap and water.
Get that soap and that water and wash.
Yeah, hand sanitizer was what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, you can use hand sanitizer in between, but soap and water for sure is your best defense. And using those masks, if you're doing, if you know that you have a temp or you're coughing or whatever, something that would spread, then you need to, not just only yourself, but you need to think about other people.
Okay. Well, that's enough about the coronavirus. I just want to talk about that for a little bit. Speaking about you being an LVN, we're going to segue into nursing homes. I heard about a rumor about patients in the nursing home that they have relations with each other and they spread STDs with each other. Is that true? Have you ever heard that?
Yes, hon.
Really?
Yes, it happens.
I heard it's like a higher percentage, like.
Oh no, I don't think it's a higher percentage. Now you saying a specific nursing home, but nursing homes, but there are different settings. Now I worked with mentally handicapped residents before. Back in the day, the facility was Skyview. It no longer
exists.
It no longer exists.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's closed down. It's been closed down for years. Okay. But back in the day, yeah, and that was a more or less of a younger crowd. So of course, yes, it happens.
Yeah.
You just have to try to discourage the activities, but everyone has their rights.
Yeah.
Including the mentally handicapped.
So y'all, I ain't trying to cut you off. I'm sorry, but so y'all can actually y'all can't stop them. They can. It's free will at there.
They both have to be able to consent. Yes.
Okay.
To some extent.
Okay.
It can't be. They can't be at different levels. Like you may have somebody that's cracked that may be 50 years old, but they're in their mind they may be 15. But then you may have somebody that's 50 years old and they may be like a 2 or a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
So they can't. They have to be equally.
Okay. Yeah.
Know what's going on.
So do y'all at the nursing homes, as the nurses, do y'all notice when, just say, two patients, a man and a woman, are about to form a relationship? Y'all kind of see that they're liking each other and with each other and maybe having sexual,
well,
activities.
Yes, it happens. I mean, all I can say is that it happens. Now, as per se in a nursing home specifically, like it's still on those same lines. If a person is able to consent, then you have to provide a private place for them to have relations.
You have to provide?
Yes.
Could you give her the mic?
Oh, yeah.
This is my sister. She works in a nursing home also. They both have been working in a nursing home for years. What's your title, Michelle? What are you?
Well, right now I'm a supervisor at a home health agency. Yeah.
Okay. You took another lane, huh? You okay. Which is cool. Yeah, that's cool too.
But I've actually worked in different settings I've been in long-term care.
Yeah.
I did group homes.
You was a med aid for a minute too, right?
Yeah, med aid for a whole minute.
Yeah.
18 or more.
You saying since you was 18, or
I've been
you
med aid since I was 18.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah, but what you saying? You have to provide them a place. What
It
you
just
saying?
is like, for instance, just say if you're in a long term care in a nursing home, and just say if it's because a lot of them share rooms. Just say it
Mhm.
might be two males in a room. Just
Yeah.
say if one of the males had a girlfriend, which they were both on the same level where they were able to consent, and
Uh huh.
they wanted to have relations.
Yeah.
Well, they could. They actually could go in their room and have those relations. But just say if the roommate was in there,
Mhm.
they can ask the roommate to leave.
Leave.
But if the roommate don't want to leave, the
He don't
roommate
have
have
to.
to. But they would have to pull the curtain and go on their side, and they are able to do whatever they choose to do.
Oh, so that's all the privacy they get is the
That's
curtain.
That's it. If they share a room, right?
it goes a little further than that because if the roommate
Let her
It
get.
don't
is not, if the roommate is not okay with that,
then they have to go
then
somewhere else.
they have to
That's
find
when the
other.
facility have to find somewhere.
Yeah,
for
the
them to
facility
go.
has to find. I mean, they have to accommodate them. Basically, that is a must.
Dang. Well,
As long as they're
I
two
see how they can
consenting
spread
Yeah.
STDs. Then I didn't know it was going down like that at the nursing home.
It's not always necessary the people that stay within the nursing home, because
Oh.
people are allowed to sign themselves out. If
Oh.
they sign themselves out and they go out and have relations,
Oh,
and
okay.
then they come back.
Some of them can sign out, huh?
Some are able to
Okay.
sign out. They can sign out and go have their relations, and then.
Okay, but I get what you're saying though. Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. All right.
Then you have to realize there are husband and wives in some homes.
Yeah,
that
together.
And some share a room, some choose not to share a room, and then you may have a husband or a wife in the home, and the husband or the wife will come and visit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And when they come visit, they can have private time if they want to.
Yes, they can. They can have private time. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I just want to ask that question because I heard that. I seen an article about that and got to reading it, and I was like, I'm gonna have to ask my mom about that because I didn't know they was doing that like that.
Your sister's first episode of even noticing that was actually with my first time even finding out that they were even able to have sexual relations in a nursing home is with our grandmother.
Who? Big Mama?
Yeah, but not to her do it. I was at work with her. I was at work with her, and we were.
She was at work.
Yeah,
and
she was at work, and I was with her.
Oh, okay.
And we was just going around, like, cause I could go and visit the residents and stuff. And
Yeah.
you knock on the door.
You wasn't working.
No, I wasn't working. I was small.
Yeah, I'm just putting stuff together. Okay.
Yeah, I was small now.
Uh-huh.
And we knock on the door. She knocked on the door. You supposed to like wait till they say enter, but after a couple of knocks, you have to enter to make sure that they're okay.
Yeah.
And there they go, some people in action. And I was like, what?
Oh.
And she just backed back and shut the door. So I was like, hey, Mama, you're not gonna
stop them. Yeah.
She said no, they have they right. They in that room. That's them. They go together. They consenting adults.
Wow.
And that's it. And and move forward. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's when I would say I was maybe about I can say between 8 or 10.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, because I thought like, hey, once you in here, that's it, no more. But y'all know that's the last thing to go.
Yes, it is.
That is the very last thing to go.
Yes,
Just know that.
Yes, or even the thoughts. They even let you think.
Yeah.
They still have the feeling and the urge and the thought of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
well,
yeah.
All right, I didn't know that. Well, we're gonna go on to the next subject. I want to talk about generations. Since we were talking about Big Mama just then, we can segue into generations. A thing that I kind of learned just from, Big Mama was here, and I kind of saw how she, what she was teaching us and molding us to do, and then what Mama taught us and molded us to do. What I came up with was that each generation kind of what they learned, they had to teach the next generation that, and the next generation, whatever they learned, they had to teach that next generation. Let me give you an example. Big Mama and them. I feel like Big Mama and them had to learn how to survive.
They did.
You know?
They did.
Okay. And they taught your generation, you know, Bone, you know, Joanne, you Aunt Joanne, you Uncle Mike, you know, everybody how to survive. They taught you how to survive.
Right.
Okay. Um, Big Mama and them had to learn to survive, and they taught y'all how to survive. And I feel like the next generation, y'all learned how to love. And then y'all
That's
taught,
very true.
you know, y'all learned how to love. And then when y'all learned how to love, y'all taught us how to learn love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel like, okay, now this generation is our time. Y'all learn to love, right? Now it's our time to learn wealth. You know what I'm saying? And once we learn wealth, it's our turn. It's our time to teach the next generation wealth. I don't know what come after that, but you know, we're on this generation now, and I just feel like, you know, just anything that we learn as far as like financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? We need to kind of teach them that, so it won't. What we're going through now, it won't be so, you know,
bad
and
for them.
yeah, for them, and it's not terrible for us, you know.
No, it's not, but it'll teach them to basically not have to live, say, from paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, that.
Not necessarily be just. I always say not to live paycheck to paycheck.
Give her the mic.
Not necessarily live from paycheck to paycheck.
Put it
just
closer.
to be.
You good?
I'm doing it
You all right.
because I was just thinking. Not necessarily live paycheck to paycheck and just saying that for us, let's be rich, let's be this. It's more to be comfortable and content and happy. But learn how to be humble with it, because I always teach my kids, you can get it, but you got to be humble and grateful for it, because just like God blessed you with it, He can take it away just in that instant. You know, so that's how I think about it. You know. But
I think you're right. And the thing, it's not about getting rich and being filthy rich. It's not even about that. It's about being comfortable, like you said, being happy, understanding. You know, to like I say, your generation taught us how to love, so we got love installed in us. So we're giving them love. They know love, but it's time for them to learn wealth. It's to the point where you're comfortable. So like. Whatever, I might not figure it out, but I might figure it out just enough to where they figure it out. You know, pass it on.
And they can pick it up from there.
Right.
And then they pass it on to the next. So each generation gets stronger and stronger to the point where we might have a Walmart one day or a Walgreens in the future. It could be something to where it's a strong foundation, and that it's gonna go on. Cause you think about it. I found out the people who own Walmart is the same people who own Walgreens, and it's that Wall, and their last name is Waltons. I don't know how far back the generations go, but and Sam's too, Sam's Club too. Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. But what I'm saying is, like, think about it. That's not going nowhere. It was a strong foundation. Whoever, you know, I don't want to go racist with it, but you know, our race is just, we're behind. We're very behind when it comes to stuff like that.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
Why?
You can put it close.
You know why? We too busy trying to fight each other, or trying to be better than the other, instead of working together and teaching each other, hey, this is what you need to do. Because you know, I've seen it happen where someone is starting something. Just say like these little VA homes or something. Someone is being successful in it. So someone is telling you, like, hey, how did you get started? Oh, I just did this, and that's it. Because they're afraid of you coming in and trying to take what they have when it's enough stuff out here for everybody to get it. That's why we're so behind. Or a lot of us is too worried about what you wearing, how you wearing it, what you got in your head, what car you're driving, all that unnecessary stuff that you can't take with you.
Yeah.
You're not even leaving nothing for your kids
Yes.
to carry on.
Yes.
So that's the issue with our people.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
Because we really can. We are very strong people.
Mhm.
Because I've worked with people where I've heard people say, okay, white privilege.
Yeah.
I understand. Now, I'm by any means, I'm not prejudiced. Far from it.
Yeah.
So one day I was just like tired of hearing it. I don't know if anybody, but on my Facebook page, I put on my thing. It's a privilege.
Mhm.
It's a blessing to be black.
Yeah.
And it is.
Yes, it
because
is.
we are very, very right.
Yeah.
Brilliant people. Because you know what? I feel like the America, whatever, was built off of us.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
a
Most
lot
definitely
of the
was.
stuff that was invented really was from
us.
us.
Yes.
They just took it from
There's
us.
a lot of free labor we gave them.
We didn't know.
A vicious people. We're not aggressive type people. We're more spiritual and more loving, type of people. And when, we went through those generations of slavery and things like that, we're still in effects of that, and some people just still haven't woke up and still haven't learned from that. We're not educated enough. We haven't been like reading and educating ourselves in those areas that we needed to, so we can survive as a race.
Right? That's right, because we're too busy. They're too busy looking at the stuff that's on TV, like the videos and stuff. What a lot of people fail to realize. They renting that stuff that's in them videos.
Mm-hmm.
That's not there. A lot of them don't even have those resources.
No.
Look about some of the people that was actually here, like the story of different people that was doing all these shows and had nothing to show for it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of them. I don't mean to cut you off, but it's a lot of artists, like you said. They was, okay, music is very influential, and these, white record label, just say the owner of the record labels, and I ain't trying to get racist, but most of them are white, you know what I'm saying, and they know the power of music, and once they figured out hip hop was, the thing, and it's very influential, they only want the negative music. At first, when it came out, when NWA came out, they didn't like it because their kids was singing it and doing what, all of that. But then once it got to the point where they couldn't control it, they was like, hey, you know what? We're going to use it, but we're going to use it like this. And once they start using it like this, just say if a rapper come out trying to speak to his people about positive stuff, you're not going to get signed. You're not going to get a record deal. You're not going to get, they're not going to invest money into you. They're not going to promote you. But let you come in there talking about guns and, calling women that look like your mother the B word. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Regardless if the next black person, or your friend, whomever that person may be, your same race, as long as you just pass that message, regardless if they want to hear it or not, because at least something that you say will maybe transpire to make, like, they'll think about it, and just start forcing that out there regardless. We have to, because if not, we're just quoting and stating and marching and doing all this who say and Blake say, and ain't nothing changing.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Nah, ain't nothing changing because of what our kids see on TV and what I was influenced by all of that stuff. When I was coming up, I was big on sports. But once sports ended, I didn't really know what path to go. And really all I knew was what I was influenced by, the music that I loved, which was, sell drugs, rap, or, I heard about, people stealing and stuff, but that was never in my heart. I could never do that, So it was just negative stuff is what I'm saying, is what they promote to us and tell us what to do. And that's why, like, I hate to say it, but right now one of the hottest young rappers, his name is NBA Youngboy, and his music, the content in his music is so negative. You know what I'm saying? It encourages something.
It encourages our race,
our
young black men to do negative and things that's gonna get them put behind bars.
Yes,
That's
exactly,
what it does.
exactly. And I'm gonna tell you, these record labels, they'll give him be a young boy just say $200,000 so he can go buy this and go buy that chains and and this and that. When he probably ain't even his grandma probably still in the projects. You know what I'm saying? But just say he doing all of this, he rapping about this, saying that, and then he'll go to jail. You know what I'm saying? And then the record label will play with him like, okay, if we get you out, it's coming out your money, but they'll get him out, but they'll let him sit in there a little bit just so because they know that our people think if you in jail, you cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they're like, free NBA YoungBoy, free NBA YoungBoy, and they'll keep him in there. They can get him out the next day, but they'll keep him in there a little longer just to build up all the fans to make them like, man, it's free NBA YoungBoy. And then when he come out, they'll release a video, and then just you know what I'm saying, everything go up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's what got us in last place. You know what I'm saying?
Whether it's good or bad, all of it is keeping you
in the spotlight, basically. You're in the spotlight.
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you're not forgotten,
the saying is, all publicity is good publicity.
Yes.
But that's like me with my son. As young as he is, sometimes when I talk to people, they don't even when I when I didn't have my son yet, I tell people how I talk to my girls when they were smaller, and even like my son, I tell my son right now, I say, you are smart, you're handsome, I say, you're going to grow up, I say, you're going to be a good man, you're going to be a good husband, and you're going to be a great father. I speak this to him all the time. Right now, if you ask Tink where he going to live, he say he going to live on the beach. And he's taking me and my mama, and he said he gonna have him a what he say? What's that called? A Lamborghini.
That's what's up.
And he's 7. But this is. But I tell him this all the time. I teach him to open doors. You know.
Yeah, he do that.
I remind him to say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. You know, because they not going to learn if you don't teach it to them.
Yep,
you know?
so right.
And sometimes, and I know he know it, because if he say, yeah, and all you have to say is, excuse me, and he'll correct it.
Yeah.
So that lets me know that I am doing something.
Yeah, because he know. Because after you say, excuse me, that's all you need. After you say, excuse me, it ain't like he don't know what to say next. He know. Yeah, there you go. And you're right by telling him that, because if you just rely on what's out here in the world to teach him, then it ain't gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you right on that.
We still should, share like on Facebook when we putting our quotes of the day, or on anywhere that we feel that we reaching people, we should still try to do something. Share some health information that you find. Share something, because a lot of people are going through things and they're not letting it be known, or they're letting it be known in ignorant ways, and we feel like, dang, you shouldn't do that. And instead of judging them, just put something out there, and maybe they'll come across it to change to what they're doing.
Right. That is true. I was just telling Mom, I had shared something simple. It was just something about our signs, which I tell anybody, I'm a Leo. I'm a true Leo to the day I die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I am that Leo.
Yeah.
But it was this other young lady. She said something on it, and from there, we just went to talking.
Right.
And I was just talking to her in full paragraphs on the Facebook. And I normally I do, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? But like I told her, I just wanted her to know, because she was actually a classmate, and I do talk to her, but we don't we talk every day, or I call her up or nothing like that. But I was just talking to her. And by the end of that conversation, she told me, she said, thank you. She said, I was having a rough day today, and I needed that. Yeah. I told her, I said, I just want you to know it's true. It came from the heart.
Yeah.
I said, for some reason, God told me to spoke, and I spoke.
There you go.
And that's just how I am. Sometimes I one day I might get up and I might share. And someone actually thought I was hurting. I said, no, I'm not hurting. It's just something that I felt like it meant something, and maybe it helped someone else.
Right.
That it's okay.
Yep.
Like I tell.
Improve as a race. If we keep on enforcing that and just keep on doing that, because that's what's needed. Like, that's what's needed, because so much people are quick. They see commotion going on, they looking, they recording, they doing this. We're so quick to draw to so much negativity, and it's like, when is somebody going to record saying, we need to stop this, we need to not do this? Like, this is something that we shouldn't be going towards.
Right.
You know, like, relating that message, making that message cool versus what is, you know, cool now, which is ignorant stuff.
Exactly. But like you were saying about the wealth thing,
Mm-hmm.
like right now, I tell my girls, you know, I tell them, hey, when you start working, or when they're working, you know, it's still a working process, because like I say, they are young girls, young women now, but still, I understand they want to shop, they want to buy things, they want to do this, you know, but like I tell them, make yourself a bill. I said, you get your account that you just don't touch. I understand, like, I'm finna get on the income tax thing. Everybody's screaming about income tax.
Yeah.
Income tax. I understand that. But I told my kids, when they start, make their income tax work for them.
Yeah.
I say, just say, if you got 10,000 back, I say, you take 5, you put that up. Don't touch it. At all. Out that 5 that you have, I said, you do what you need to do. I said, I don't care if you keep anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 just to F off.
Yeah.
Have fun with.
Yeah.
Do that. But use that other 3 for purpose. Whether it's to catch up on something you need caught up on, or pay it, pay up.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry
just
about
pay off.
Pay
off. Yeah.
Or just say if they were renting. If you can pay up 3-4 months of rent, pay it up. So you don't have to worry about it.
It's going to put you ahead.
You know what I'm saying? If you got insurance, like your life insurance or something, pay it up. Or if it's your car insurance, you know, they give it to you in 6 months. Go ahead and pay your 6 months out. You know, up. Just use it to benefit you.
Yeah.
You know, or just saying that if you had a trip in there that you want to go ahead and pay for, it's okay. Once a year, take you a big trip. Pay it out to give you a part to enjoy life too.
Yeah.
Or put you a cushion back, because like I try to teach, because my kids too, because I hate to say it, a lot of females around here is coming too comfortable on this government system.
Yeah.
My perspective on that is this: it's there to help you. So if you need it to get to where you're going, it's there to help you to get to where you're going. So you can let it go for someone else that needs it. You know what I'm saying? But or I can see families that are actually out here working day by day and doing what they need to do, and they do need that other extra help. I understand that. But just you sitting around, laying around, not doing nothing. Nothing at all. That
system is made for you to do that. It's so ridiculous.
But you know, it's
made to drop you too.
Yeah.
But yeah, because it'll make people lazy, thinking you can just sit there. But
Get
like I tell people, you don't know when a day gonna come. It's not gonna be there. Then what are you gonna do if you didn't try to do nothing to educate yourself to move forward? And if you're doing that now and you have kids, what are you teaching your kids? The same thing. That's how it's a cycle. Somebody has to break the cycle.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't tell your kids this if you're not doing it yourself. You know, I always tell mine, I say, don't be like me, be better than me.
Yep.
I said, because y'all have it. You can.
Yeah.
You know, and I thank God. I mean, I know I have 2 kids that, you know, that are young parents, which, you know, I feel like, hey, things happen, but hey, I know if God wasn't meant for it to be, it wasn't meant to be either.
There you go.
But I can tell you this, I tell people, my kids have never been in jail. You know, I ain't had my child graduate. You know, I have one that's about to graduate. Even like with this social media stuff, I told my kids even as a young age, please don't never let me see you on there twerking your butt or half naked, or I can honestly sit here and say they never done that.
Yep.
And I'm proud of that as much, because I used to be thinking, oh, y'all not listening to me. Then I have to sit back and think like
they are.
They listening. And sometimes
I got some good
when
kids.
I
some good
sit
girls.
And I talk to them, And look, I be like, oh yeah, they listening.
Mm-hmm.
But like I tell them, I tell them all the time. I know it might sound like I'm fussing, but like I tell my kids, I love hard. I'm a hard lover.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't know nothing else but that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if as your mother, I should tell you. At least I know when I leave this earth, I did my job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I know that sometimes as a mother, I might question myself. But then I come to my mama for reassurance.
Yep. Yep.
And she say, "Girl, you doing good."
Yeah.
You know, I've had people tell me that, but you know, I'm human too. But like I tell my kids, I'm not perfect either. You know, but
Nobody is.
and no one is. So every day, that's why I say it's always room to learn every day.
Yep.
And it's always a way to get to where you're trying to get without scheming. Because you think about it too, it takes more energy to scheme than just to do it.
Way more
You
energy.
get what I'm saying? Because once you start scheming, you got to keep it up. Yeah. And you got to remember what you did, how you did it.
That's
you know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
thing about a lie.
Same thing. That was I guess scheming was just a nice way of saying lie. You know what I'm saying?
Just say lie. When you tell a lie,
you gotta keep telling. You know. So
it's best to just tell the truth. Because the truth, you can always remember the truth. Right. But if you lied, you gotta remember this lie. And
go for it, you know. And I even tell my kids,
you gonna have to lie again. I'm sorry.
It's true. Mm-hmm. But I'm just like on that stuff. Like I try to tell my kids. I already try to tell them about credit. Mm-hmm. You know, about credit cards. Even like when they start college, I say don't touch no student loans.
Don't touch no loans.
Don't touch it.
Yep, Mama told me that, and it kept me out of that.
You don't touch them. A lot of people get them to blow off,
mm-hmm.
but they don't know like that's not the way to go.
It's gonna come back and bite you in the butt.
If you have to get it, that's when you get it.
And there's times where you have to.
Yeah, and it's sometimes to finish your education for what you gotta get, So my thing is, you go through you find as many scholarships that you can get, because it's plenty of them out there.
And I actually heard that it's a book or something that you can buy with scholarships or something in it. A friend of mine had told me about.
You can go to the library and rent it.
Yeah, it's like a whole little book.
So I had, from me going to school, I started learning stuff. Mm-hmm. Like just getting in there. Like even like in college, even like in the community college, there's stuff in there for single mothers.
Yeah.
You know, where they assist you either with gas or childcare. You know?
Yeah.
But the main thing you got to do is I'm going to say it's free, but it's not free because you got to work hard to keep it. You got to keep that grade.
Ain't nothing free.
So I would tell my kids, this maybe be free and more for
financial wise,
but it's not free because you got to work hard to, you know, to keep it.
Yep.
So, I just try to tell them about stuff. Even like I tell them, you get to the point to maybe you can buy a home when you're young. Mm-hmm. Like I said, you can start out with you a 2-bedroom home, and I said the way you do it, when you get done and you pay it off, your choice is because you build equity in your home. I said your choice is if you want something bigger, you can go get you something bigger and sell your house, or you can keep your house and rent it out and keep money going in yours.
Yep, and go get you something else and start it over.
I mean, it's a lot of things out there to do, but like you said, we have to teach it to them.
Yeah, and like you say, teach it to them. We gotta learn it as much as possible while we're here, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to learn, and it kind of can get overwhelming sometimes because you want to learn, but at the same time, you just gotta slow down, learn one thing at a time, and I don't want to say master it, but kind of master it. Learn it to where you can teach it. It's one thing learning it and going on to the next thing, but learn something and master it so you able to teach it once you master it,
Right, because I'm telling you one thing I look at, it's like I want to learn it.
Yeah.
And then as you're looking at it, be looking complicated.
What's that?
Stocks.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
I got a couple of stocks that I've invested into, but I need to check up on them because, I just paid for them and then just let it do what it do. But the thing is, yeah, that is the best thing to do. Get a book and read up on it.
If you're a fast reader, go to the library. But if not, I just go purchase the book. So at least you can refer back to it and you can study it as long as you need
All right, well, yeah, we went in on generations. That was a good little, topic. We're gonna finish. We're pushing an hour right now, but we're gonna finish the interview with just a brief interview with my mom, Sandra Keggins. And my first question, just to start the interview with you, is when and where was you born?
I was born in Waco, Texas.
Waco, Texas.
At
Okay.
home in a bed.
Really?
Yes.
So
Dr.
Big Mama, Big Mama.
Dr. Braithwaite delivered me.
That's cool. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. So when that happens like that, on your birth certificate it says that you were birthed at home, or what
No,
happened?
it doesn't. But I mean, I know because Mama told me. But no, I didn't. It doesn't
Okay.
say that on there. Mm-mm.
Okay. All right.
At home, can you believe it?
Okay.
I actually
do
had
you
the
know?
bed that I was birthed in for a long time. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't remember what happened to it. Yeah, it was an old wooden bed.
Oh yeah. Oh, so okay. The house that you were born in, do you know where that's at? What house? Where? In Waco?
I can't remember. Mama told me it was in Aunt Liz's house.
In Leah's house.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. So it was in Aunt Liz's house in the back room.
In South Waco somewhere?
It was in South Waco. I can't remember which house it was. I want to say it was the house on James Street. I guess I don't really remember.
Oh, okay. The house
What
on
Mama
James
told
Street.
me, but yeah, it was in the back room.
Okay. All right. And how many sisters and brothers did you have? You're the youngest of what, 7 or 6?
6. It was 6
Yeah,
in all.
6.
That's the birth by my mother, but then I have other sisters too.
Yeah.
My dad.
We're gonna talk about Big Mamas. How many brothers and sisters you had with Big Mama?
And one sister.
One sister, which
Yeah.
is Aunt Joanne.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And 4 brothers.
And 4 brothers. Uncle
I
Bone.
had 4 brothers. You know, there's only 2 living, two passed and 2 living.
Okay. The first one that passed was Uncle Dave, right? No.
David.
Yeah, Uncle David. And Uncle David, I never met Uncle David, but how old were you when he passed?
Ooh, I probably was like 7 or 8, something like that.
So you met Uncle David and actually, talked to Uncle David, actually knew, what kind of person he was?
He kept me. He used to keep me.
Oh, he used to keep you.
Yes.
Okay.
Him and his first lady, Sophie Jean Monroe. They
Also, Sophie is Uncle. Yeah, I think I knew that.
Yeah,
I knew
they used to keep me all the time. Then my brother.
Yeah, I knew
Mike,
that. So David is Passion Daddy.
No, Precious.
Precious.
Precious Daddy.
I said Passion, but I meant Precious.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Precious. Yeah, it's Precious Daddy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he a good man. He's a good man.
From what I remember, he was
He
was really good and gentle.
That's good.
That's who I would want to keep me versus my uncle Mike. I mean my brother Mike, and I wanted to go, or even my sister Joanne. I wanted to be with David.
Okay.
and
Okay. So David is the third.
David
or the second after. I know Joanne is first.
Joanne is first. Then it was Bone. David.
David is
was
third.
child.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second
And then
boy,
it's Uncle
third.
Mike, fourth.
Mike, and then Kent, and then me.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And
That's
that's
cool.
Her oldest was a girl and her baby was a girl.
Yeah, Big Mama, oldest was a girl, the youngest was a girl.
Now it was a child that didn't make it right before me.
Right before you. Okay.
Yeah.
So by your dad?
I don't know.
No, I'm saying by LG or by your dad.
I really don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
I really don't know.
Okay.
I just know it was one. I never even thought to ask that.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about the baby before you.
Yeah.
These are the kind of questions.
That's something new for me.
Yeah, these kind of questions you come up with when you sit down and actually talk. But okay. So Big Mama first 5 was by LG. Okay, LG. I never really got to ask you about LG. What do you remember about LG?
He was mean and scary.
Mean and scary. Mean and scary.
He used to scare me.
So you actually knew LG or met him?
Yes, honey, I knew him, honey.
So LG came back in Big Mama's life after.
LG was in and out of Big Mama's life.
So
because I mean they were still legally married. So
okay.
yeah.
Did he have kids outside of Big Mama?
Oh yes.
So he has more than 5 kids.
Yes. I can't tell you how many. You have to ask Joanne that. But yes, they do have. I know of 2 girls. I think it's 2 girls and a boy, if I remember right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So just you had your first child, which is my big sister Michelle, at the age of 14. Am I correct?
Yes, you are correct.
Okay. And all right. So when you had Michelle, like how, like you were, I want to say what, sophomore, junior, sophomore in school?
Yeah.
Sophomore.
Mhm.
Okay. So
No, actually freshman.
freshman. Okay. So just say when you were, okay, you had a freshman year. Your sophomore year. How was your sophomore year in high school? From what you remember.
Actually, back then we had what we called, I call it the pregnant school. It was an alternative school for pregnant
Oh, that
girls.
existed?
Yes, back then. And if I tell you, I don't know why they did away with that, but that was the life. That's all I can say. Because you get up, you go to school. They would come to your door, pick you up on the bus. You didn't have to do all that trying to get to school and all that.
Quick question: the baby can go to school with you?
I was pregnant at that point.
Oh, you're pregnant.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they would come, send the bus to the door, to your front door. You drive the bus to the school, and literally you still, it was like you were still in high school or whatever. You did your curriculum, but you actually had rest periods, and they gave you and you were actually served nutritious meals, for the baby.
That was a cool little program or little school or whatever.
Nice. You had nice teachers, all that. I mean, this is what I remember. We literally had places we could go lay down and rest during the day.
Dang, we didn't have that.
No, they did away with that. I don't know why.
How old were you when you?
So I was 16 and I was a sophomore. No, yeah.
You had to be a sophomore.
Yes, I was. So, but we had like a little class or whatever. It was still in high school or whatever, but we had a class, but we didn't get to go to sleep or nothing like that. Most wicked. Her hair is cute. We didn't get to go to sleep or nothing like that, so I would have loved to go to sleep. But I mean, we get to hang out, and we was like hung out with different pregnant people, and we did our curriculum in there, and she just helped us out with just now dealing with being pregnant, the pregnancy life in that moment in time in that classroom. But I would have loved to got to go to sleep and had nutritious milk. We just went to lunch with everybody else, But we did exercise. We walked around the school and stuff like that. But other than that, that was it.
We could watch TV on our breaks and stuff. They even had a TV and lounge chairs and all that, like recliners, all that. Back then, it was nice.
Yeah, that sounded like the life right there.
Yeah, it was the life.
Okay.
Didn't nobody stress you and worry you about, it was good.
Hey, my brother Man just walked in the building. My bro Man, y'all know him. Y'all know him from the Skunk Podcast. And my sister-in-law Mo walked in the building too. Bro, I'm just we interviewing Mama right now. She said when she was pregnant with Michelle in high school, it was a pregnancy school.
Basically, like an alternative.
She said it was like an alternative. You remember something like that? I remember her telling me that. Ah, okay. She told you that before. Okay, yeah, that was pretty cool right there.
I don't know why they did away with that.
So if you had Michelle when you were like 14, that means you had Man when you were like 19, 20? 20?
21.
21.
Was I 21? I think I was 21.
Okay, 21. Okay.
19, 20. 21. I was 21.
Okay, you was 21. Okay, and what were you doing? Like, you was in the nursing field when you was 21?
I was a nurse's aide.
Nurse's aide.
That's the first thing. I had other little jobs prior to becoming a nurse's aide, but once I started I did it for a year. I stopped, and then I went and did something else like silk screening, making. Y'all remember I made T-shirts and all that. I actually cleaned buildings. He don't. They do.
I barely remember it,
Yeah.
but I remember it.
Yeah.
With the cosmetology school.
Yeah, went to cosmetology. Yeah, I did that.
She drove the bus.
Oh yeah, I drove the school bus.
Shout out to school, but yeah, I remember you telling me.
Yeah.
So that means you got your CDL Class B at least, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Mama got some stuff.
Yeah.
I've done some things, but my passion was taking care of the elderly. So
Oh, so that's been your passion.
basically, yeah. I mean,
What do
I
you think made that your passion? Was it Big Mama kind of did that rub off on you, or was it just you wanting to care for?
I think it was a little of both because
Little of both.
as a little girl, I used to go to work with Mama every night. She worked the 11 to 7 shift, and I would go to Parkview Nursing Home with her every night.
And stay overnight?
Yeah, because I stayed every
Where
night.
would you sleep?
In the living room.
In the living room.
Sometimes in the living room.
What's the linen room where they keep the?
The clean linen.
Okay.
She'd make me a pallet on the floor in the linen room. Yep. Or
Michelle saying she did the same thing.
I have a pallet at the nursing station under the nursing station.
She did the same thing with me.
Yeah.
So
You did that too, man? With Big Mama? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's where I grew up.
So Big Mama. So how long did Big Mama work at Parkview, or
probably like 30-something years.
Yeah. How old was she when you think she retired or just stopped working? How old was she, you think?
I don't know. She was still young enough to be moving around. She'd get in that car every day and go to everybody's
She said
house.
about 60 something? About 60 something?
Yeah, probably.
No, not 70. Not
She's probably
70.
in her 60s.
Cause I was,
She's probably in her 60s.
cause I always remember Big Mama being retired and at the house, but still moving around, taking care of everything. Nah, Big Mama drove one time with us, like being.
I was gonna say yes, she was. She a driver. She had to.
If she had to, she drove one time, and that was Kiki and them told me about that. She drove one time with us, but I wasn't in the car. I just heard about it. But Kiki and them told me one time when she picked them up from school, and it was funny. Yeah, she told me, Big Mama drive.
On her pillow.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember riding with Big Mama one day, man.
You give man a mic.
Clay, and we got pulled over and got a ticket.
Big Mama got a ticket.
She was flying.
Big Mama was flying. I would think she would be driving slower.
Nah, Big Mama drove.
Nah, I rode with Aunt Liz plenty of times, but I ain't never ride with Big Mama that I remember.
She talked crazy to that law that day too.
Yeah.
That's why she got a ticket.
What you remember her saying? What was it about?
I don't remember exactly what it was, but I know she went off on because she was trying to get me to school, and she was trying to go to work.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
When she had that cougar, that 10 cougar.
Yeah, that would upset somebody. You trying to get somewhere and you stopping me.
Okay.
It was one of them too. It was a cougar.
I think it was a cougar.
It was a cougar.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Mama. Okay. That mean if you had man at 21, that mean you had me 6 years later at 27. Nursing school. So you was in nursing school.
Let me put this in there.
Okay.
I always said.
I think I know what you finna say.
I told my sister, I say, shit, I'm gonna quit going to school because every time I go to school, I get pregnant.
Also, I get what you saying, dude.
Yeah, because I was in high school with her, junior high going into high school with her barely. I was in beauty school with man, and then I was in nursing school with you. I said, shit, I'm quit going to school. I ain't gonna do nothing else. I have some more babies. I wasn't doing no more school.
And is this something that's true? Because I was talking to my wife about this one time. It was a while back, but is it true that by you going to nursing school, it was more stuff that we could afford. You know, when after I was born is what I'm saying. You know,
Sure.
so it might have made it look like, you know, I was more fortunate to get things in my childhood versus stuff that they was able to get in their childhood.
Yes.
You get.
Me too. Right now.
Say it again, bro. That they probably
I
didn't.
actually used to have people tell me that we was rich.
And
I
what?
had to tell them, bro, we're not rich.
Yeah.
My mama just
Work
real
hard.
to
Yeah.
give us what we want.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's one.
We
That's
gonna
really
get
what
we
I'm trying.
need.
That's really
We
what
gonna
I'm
get what
coming
we
up
need
with in
regardless.
this interview.
But she
Yeah.
worked hard to try to get us what we wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a difference.
We always
Yeah.
had what we need. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then a little bit more to get what we want.
We were blessed, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
We really was, man. We really are.
Yeah.
Not
Still
we
is.
are. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I literally, man, my homeboy Nookie, man, he always used to say, man, y'all rich. He used to love to come over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Because he loved to come over here because, you know, we always had a video game or something to play. And then he loved food, and Robert always cooked.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he loved to come over here. Everybody used to love to come over here.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because mom was so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Mama.
I ever had a friend that actually said that
You
my
get the
mother-
mic.
Oh. I had a friend, I still have her as a friend. We'll sit down, we'll talk, and it's a lot of stuff that she say she learned from my mama. And I tell my mama say, what? You learned that from me? I say, or mama say, what? I had her with me too. I be like, yeah.
Yeah.
You had us.
Yeah.
And we were rolling or going. But yeah, she says that my mama, you know, taught a lot. My mama has taken on us and others and people that has mama got a lot of children. Just put it that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because
yeah.
everybody calls mama.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'd say, like you say, we blessed. That's a blessing, and let you know that she's a very good person.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
A loving, caring person. Let you know, because everybody don't have that. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
People do say that thought we were rich. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought I was the only one told
No,
that.
but I know part of it was like, because like you say, we always had, you could tell we were more fortunate than some people.
Others,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Then a lot
we
of
always
our
had-
friends.
We had what we wanted, basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bike.
you act right and you
Video
you
game.
pretty much get what you want.
Tennis shoes.
And,
Yeah.
And it was another thing was that we went out of town and shopped a lot.
Yeah. So we'll
So
have
we'll
something
always
that
have stuff that didn't nobody else have.
see. Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing about Robert Stone. We went out on family trips just about every year, from what I remember. Yeah. So okay, talk about Robert Stone. You say you was 27 when you had me. How old were you when you got married to Robert Stone? How old were you when you met Robert Stone?
I met him. I met Robert at the nursing home because he was, you know, a nurse. He was a nurse too then. But anyway, I guess I was 29 because
29.
we got married a year later and I was 30. So.
Okay, so I was 3 or 4, something like that. I remember the pictures. I remember I was like the little flower boy or whatever.
Not the flower boy.
What it? Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Dang, my bad. Yeah, I was the ring bearer. Yeah, I sure was. Yeah, I remember it was at the church that used to be right there by that Texaco.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And
I remember your picture in your nursing graduation over thing when you pregnant with Rita.
So okay. Now that you got all of us here together, what? I know you wanted to meet with us previously. What did you want to meet with us and just speak with us about?
Just about coming together more often, staying together, staying connected. Since my mother passed, y'all's granny, and our auntie, our rock. So
Big
our
Mama
rock.
ain't
It just seems like the family has kind of drifted apart. not more so just us as a
Immediate.
family, but just us as a whole.
Yeah.
And but I wanted to talk to my children about immediate family, and then we can venture out to the whole, the other. But
so
that was one of the main things.
So do you think that we should have like annual family reunions?
I think we should start it.
Yeah.
We need to do that anyway.
Yeah, but
I think she probably talking more online stuff like me and Kiosha was talking about that day, like maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks or twice a month, like come together, like have theme nights and do different things, whether it's sitting up playing games or sitting up just cooking together or sitting around playing dominoes and cards or just sitting up and doing like we doing now, you know, or stuff with the kids, like, you know, get all the girls and do a tea thing. Of course, we got tick in the row, so we might have to go out there and do sports stuff, you know, just stuff like that, just be more, because we got to start our own traditions. We still kind of on the, it's like the traditions that we have stopped because our rocks have passed.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes I think sometimes they up there fussing at us, like, what are they doing?
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing? So I feel like that we just need to come back more together as in doing that, because you know, like I said, no one's perfect. No one. We all have ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? And daily issues. Period. But I feel like if we come together as a whole, like Kiosha was even saying for us, so we can just come together, so we can, cause that kind of ease stuff away. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause it gives relief. In
and
areas
we can,
where it needs to be, where you don't know, just like that Halloween party.
Mm-hmm.
You touched my sister, so she had put it on Facebook, and when I read it, I was like, oh, okay, she's talking. I said I got to thinking, I said she's talking about Kiosha.
Yeah.
So that's why I tagged you. That I don't know if you, I think you ended up saying something, but I had tagged you in it because my sister she's up and down.
Yeah.
She really is. You know what I'm saying? And so that day, I don't know what you did for her, but you did it.
Yeah.
And she is the type. My sister is like she's a very loving person, you know, and she's pretty much free spirited, but that's why she was able to just come on the book and say that. You know what I'm saying? That's why, and I feel like I wanted you to know that you touched somebody, because she couldn't tag you to know.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make sure that you know that you did something for somebody that day.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. I don't know. I just be just doing what I do, because I be just trying to uplift myself and keep myself in a good, balanced, centered place, because if I'm in a centered place, I can pass that on, or I can also, you know, help myself with my kids and so forth. Right. You know, so if I got some information to share, because I've always been self-taught in a sense, you know, so I always just have to figure out ways to know what I need to know, you know, because I didn't really feel comfortable just going to certain people to ask them for their information. I didn't feel like they were going to provide it to me, so I felt like, you know, I'm just going to go get it on my own. So I just try to stay, you know, within those lines with everything.
Right.
You know?
Right. But you know, I got to tell you, you never know what small gesture touches someone else.
Okay. So Mama, to just finish off the interview, finish off the podcast, what is something that you want from us three, your kids? What is something that you want from us to you know, to do, to start doing, to continue to do? What do you want from us?
Well, the first thing that I can say that comes to my mind is that all I want is, first of all, for you to be happy in whatever you do. Find happiness in whatever you do. Be settled. Like, and I'm not saying settling, but be settled. Like, just okay with your life.
Yeah. Accept it.
Before I leave this earth, I just want to know that everybody is okay. That's it.
Yeah.
I want y'all to always love each other, always support each other, and always come together. Period. And be fair to each other.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
And just like you were saying, just, you know, find whatever makes you happy, and go with it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure we can, you know, if we're not doing it to fulfill, what you want, we could start working on it, or get
And then
to
when
where.
I die, I'm gonna come back and hunt your ass
How-
if you don't do it. That's
Yeah.
all. I'm just letting all y'all know. So
Yeah.
Y'all believe that,
We
right?
y'all
yeah.
better believe it.
I
I'm telling
believe
you,
it.
I'm gonna find a way.
You
If
ain't
you're not
gotta
moving
do
right,
that.
I'm gonna find a way.
You ain't gotta do that, cause
I'm gonna come back.
I done heard you. It's recorded, so
Okay.
I'm gonna make
You
sure
better.
we do it.
You better.
know.
I'm telling you.
All three of us gonna
I'll
make sure
find
all
a
three
way.
of us do it.
If you feel somebody tug,
you know what it is.
yeah.
Let's talk about
Hey.
Exactly.
Straighten it up.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Yeah, but us three, we got a good relationship. I don't think we gonna teeter
I don't
off
think so
nothing like that. Yeah. Okay, my last question is, it's kind of funny. Can you listen to R. Kelly music guilt free?
Guilt free.
Yeah.
You know what? I can now because his ass is locked up.
Okay,
All right.
and that makes sense. I get it. I get what
Yeah.
you're saying, because
His
you
ass-
feel
he
like
he
feel like
finally-
justice has been
He
served, and
finally getting what he deserves.
Yeah.
He better get it. Yeah, because sometimes I find myself jamming to it. And
Yeah.
I say, that's all.
that's the same thing I say. That's why I asked the question, because he has generations of music that's good. That's great. That's great. Yeah.
No, you cannot. But me, the type of person I am, I can't. Yeah.
Okay, can you separate the art from the artist and the artist from the art? You can't?
I can't. That was too much.
I get what you're saying, because when you listen to Bump and Grind, you kind of remember of what he was. Yeah.
Yeah. That's too much.
My thing too is like,
Because he was saying everything in the music.
Yeah.
my thing like, okay, I can't listen to him because of what he did.
Yeah.
Right? I can't support him no more because of what he did, right?
Mhm.
And then when I think about it, I get mad at myself
But like,
because
You went so
he
long.
was saying it blatantly
Blatantly.
in the music, and nobody,
Yeah.
not even me, not even us.
The
you know what I'm
music
saying?
was that good though. It was kind of like he called himself the Pied
The
Piper.
Piper, bro.
The
like,
Pied Piper. It kind of
when they finally clicked.
it makes you. Remember, I said music is very influential.
But do you know what? Do you know the story of the Pied Piper?
Yes, I've heard. I only because of R. Kelly. I didn't know because of R. Kelly. You
the children out, and their parents would never
with music, with music.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at to you. Yeah.
Is it like a kid's nursery rhyme in a sense?
But that really happens is what people don't know.
Wow.
Yes.
Or it's said that it really happened.
Well, like I say, they say music is storytelling, and anything that's
What about Bill Cosby? I love the Bill Cosby show.
They canceled the Bill Cosby show. They don't even play it no more.
The double life too.
You got to think about this man. He used to get on other comics and tell them, "Hey, pick your pants up. Quit saying the N word." Criticizing other comedians, when the whole time he was doing wrong, doing the ultimate. The ultimate.
Yeah.
At least if we sagging our pants, we right here and sagging our pants ain't hurting nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If anything, we influencing the next generation to
Yeah.
sag pants. But you're sitting here taking advantage of your power, getting women and
that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Because when you go on that podium, as they say, you have a voice. Your voice is louder. It's stronger.
And I'm gonna be real. Bill Cosby did a lot of great things for people, like get them into college and encourage them.
But was he trying to make a wrong or right?
I don't think.
I think he probably started out
You know what I'm saying?
doing the right thing, but then he
He had that
Power.
the power took over.
took over.
The power took over, and after the power
The
take
devil
over,
took over.
yeah, there it is. That's what it is. The devil took over. Okay, Mama, I appreciate you. I see you tired, and I really appreciate you. I appreciate all y'all coming and doing
enjoyed
this.
it.
Thank you. This is something that we can, possibly do in the future. Have it more organized, more family is what I'm saying, so we can all partake in it and just come together more. Like you were saying, this is something that we can come together more and produce podcast episodes. And this can probably encourage other families to get together and do this same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, like what's their name? Will and Jada.
Yeah, Will and
Smith.
Jada. They
They
started
got a red. Well, really
red
Jada.
table.
Yeah, the red
But
table.
Will Smith
we
will
have the glass table.
the glass table. Okay, yeah. So we can start the glass table. You know what I'm saying? Come to the glass table, come together, talk about things. Talk about family, talk about building our family wealth, building our name. And just teaching. Like I said, Big Mama and them generation, they learned to survive, and they taught Mama and them how to survive. Mama and them learned how to love and taught us how to love. Now it's our time to learn wealth and teach, this next generation wealth. And we can all come together and learn more, teach each other what we learned throughout the weeks, come together at the end of the week, Saturdays, Sundays, eat, and just come together more as a family, like what Mama want. But I appreciate y'all, and we're gonna end the podcast, like that. Everybody, anything anybody want to say before they leave? Before we leave out?
I do.
Okay.
Always believe in God because God believes in you.
Yes, and I remember that on your answer machine for your cell phone for the longest, and it stuck with me. It stuck with me. Believe in God. She say, think B-I-G.
Yeah,
Think big. B-I-G. Believe in God, because God always believe in you. And we're going to leave out on that. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Don't Stop Believing podcast. Hey, before we leave out, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors at skunkbuyers.com. Skunkbuyers.com is a website where you can go get official skunk gear. What skunk gear, you ask? Skunk is, the freshest clothing brand, up and coming clothing brand in the world right now. Skunk by Us represents positivity. When you think of skunks, see, with Skunk by Us, what we're trying to do is get people to start thinking different. In our culture, we think negative about the littlest things, but it impacts us in a big way. So we want to start getting people to think positive. So when people look at skunks, they often think negative. They think it's stink. Get away from that skunk. But skunk by us is positive. Skunk by us is fresh. Skunk by us has a smell that gravitates positivity. You get what I'm saying? So go to Skunk by Us and check us out. We got socks, we got bags, backpacks, we got, fanny packs, we got women leggings, we got kids clothes. Shout out to the kids capsule. Fresh kit by us, that's the kids capsule. Check that out on skunkbuyus.com also. We got shirts, hoodies, sweatpants. We got everything, man. Go check us out, skunkbuyus.com. Or you can go to Google and just Google Skunk by Us. Either way, just check us out, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to Skunk by Us. Shout out to us. Shout out to, all my skunks.